as I was saying, on getting organized is like a really helpful tip that I've done to have more successful days is to just write everything down in your notes in your phone, like when you wake up, not being stuck with overwhelming thoughts and just like 1,000 things that you have to do. Just simply like writing them down in your notepad and going off of that, like in your phone. That's what I do. And then also, I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I got my eyebrows done yesterday, and I'm just not really satisfied with it. Like, should have gone to the other lady, but whatever. We're just gonna work with what I got. Like Mariah Carey said, I'll clean it up in a minute. So, whatever. But, long story short, it doesn't look bad. Long story short, that really has been helpful for me to write things down as I do them, and then just check it off, and then just have that like, yeah, I got what I needed done. And then to have like an overall agenda for the week, the month, the year, and then just every day. When you break it down like that, it's so much easier. And then on top of that, dude, having good skincare really changes your whole makeup routine. And then moving in silence when you have goals. I don't really stand that. I stand it if you have a toxic community. If you got a toxic community, be quiet. If you have a toxic community, people are like the people around you, talk to your homegirls who you might later fall out with. Let's be real. We want our friends to last forever, but sometimes we fall out with them, and then we meet new people. We go to grad school. We have our grad school friends. We join a program. Now we have friends from our program, friends from the gym. So there's always opportunities to make new friends, or whatever the case. But, it's great to hold on to what you have. But what I'm saying is that take note of whoever you feel uncomfortable with, like sharing your ideas with, or who has perpetually said things, commented, from a space that wasn't genuinely helpful or discouraging. One time I moved to another state, and I had a friend who told me, like, I was 19 at the time, and they had told me, like, oh my god, don't move to another, like, why would you move there? It's such a fake place to be, like, there's nothing good about it. And then, like, a few years later, lo and behold, they ended up moving to the same state, talking about how great it was economically. It was more affordable, great place, And I was just like, ew, like, you told me to leave when I was younger. And they're like, well, yeah, I was young. And I'm just like, I cannot, like... And that's when I knew I needed to be around more mature friends. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, this is a maturity, like... Anyway... But sharing your ideas and stuff with those that can help, or those that are very encouraging as well. Because being supportive can sometimes just be you got this. That's such a great idea. You'll make it happen. You'll figure it out. Oh, I like this. Ooh. Yeah, so that's basically what my message is. And on a spiritual note, did I talk about the spiritual part? I think I did that in the last slide, but I didn't save it. What was the spiritual element of this? There was a spiritual element. It was very interesting too. Oh, when you speak about words, this is very, very like Protestant Christian type thing. When you speak about like what's going on in your life, I kind of talked about this on the last live that I took down. I'm taking off my bake right now. I'm just gently brushing it off. But when you speak about what you want, I guess that's a part of manifesting. But if you're like Christian, then you might also hear about like how you don't want to say anything negative because you don't want to speak curses onto yourself, or how God in 3 days, I say goddess in 3 days called upon like the world or whatever, or how powerful the voice is. And manifesting, that's the element where like, hey gorgeous. We're basically in manifesting, you write down what you want, you talk about what you want, and then you do the actions or whatever. But some things don't require too much action. You know what I mean? Like, if you already have everything aligned up, like let's say you want to buy a car and you already have the money saved up, and then like it wasn't something that you were really trying to do for the longest, but you kind of like knew like that would be cool, but then you realize, oh, okay, I want to buy a used car and I want it to be like in really good condition. Saying something like that out loud, and then maybe you are outside of a grocery store and you see someone selling their car and it's in really good condition and it's within your price bracket. So that's an example of manifesting, or saying I want new friends that are very supportive of me and work in the industry that I work in, or, colleagues, or whatever the case is. Like some things, manifesting things. Sorry. I heard something and I was getting a little like, ooh, what's that? Manifesting things that are other than material. I need a thinner brush. But manifesting things other than material sometimes they don't require the same formula. And I think even with material, they don't. I think our minds get stuck in like this bracket of like how it's supposed to be. Like, I need this, so I need to do this, that, the third. I need to be an attorney. I need to do this, that, the third to become an attorney and everything like that, which is, probably the procedure and everything. But if you're manifesting something magical, you'd be surprised. So, yeah. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, Janae? You used to call me Puda, remember? When we were in high school. What do you think I should do with my makeup? I think this is it. I think the look is done. I'm about to go on like this. I'm about to go on an interview. I think this is all I need for the makeup. I might do lip gloss. Why the lady who did my eyebrows yesterday look at me so dirty with my lip gloss? Well, you're my longest friend ever. I love you. Home girl, I love you too. Thank you for not switching up on me. Thank you for encouraging me, because I was just talking about that. You look beautiful, natural beat. Thank you. Yes, that's what I was going for. I don't know if I should I do like lipstick, lip gloss? I have my lips are just moisturized with like lip balm, but like, what do you think? I know, me too, a little bit. This is a tip for interviews. I went on a date with this guy. I just be dating people, but like, whatever. So I just went on a date with this guy. Like, we met on an app, and he was like really into like lip gloss. Okay, for sure. I'll go to the car and get the lip gloss. I went on a date with this mechanical engineer type dude. I don't think he follows me. He was really sweet, but I mean, I wanted to just be friends. But he told me, he was like, go online. I was talking about writing like a cover letter. He's like, just go to the AI chat. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, just go there. And I went to the AI chat. They wrote me up the best cover letter, and I just like changed things. I'm a writer, so I just changed things around and everything. But I think cover letters are just so tedious. but you can write a cover letter for anything, and it literally took less than like 5 minutes. It took like 1 minute for them to make it, and then it took like another 4 minutes of me editing, revising, and adding what was necessary to it, and I was just like, this is perfect. So I highly recommend for anyone watching this live, like after I save it, go on that AI, baby. See, I didn't know what it was either. AI Chat, it's a website. I think it's a website called AI Chat. Let me get it. Let's see. I hope my computer's still alive. It is. It's a website, and it types in, like, you'll give it like a sentence, and it types in what you need, whatever you need them to say. Yeah, it's called chat.openai, and it is the most revolutionary thing. Oh my God, it's not showing that I have Wi-Fi right now, but that's the website, chat.openai, and you can just write cover letter for makeup company, and you just write whatever, and then you just edit it, of course, to make it seem more human, or to make it more relevant to whatever you need. So, pin that in the comments. You're funny. Okay, let me see. How do I do that? Turn off requests, turn off questions, copy link, share, comment, chats. .openai.com. We'll just type it for me. I did type it. It's right there. I don't know how to pin this stuff though. Pin comment. Ooh, there we go. I learned something new. Oof. Okay. So that's what I use basically for cover letters, because all the jobs ask for cover letters and I never did it. I was like, my resume should be good enough. But that's basically like a cheat code hack if you ever need one and you just want to get things done in a crunch for time. I hope this looks... Does this look blended enough? I think it looks blended enough. Yeah. Okay. I think this works. Oh, mascara. Thank you, my friend. You did it. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome. Dude, I want to talk to you. Like, if I talk to you, I cannot save this live. I really start talking to you. Like, oh my God. We need to talk. We need to talk. Because this live is just like a simple, like, what do you call it? Don't say baby like that. What's wrong with how I say it? What you talking about? Oh my gosh. Girl. Call me with WTF. I need to see you. I need to see you too. There was a guy who hopped on my chat who'd been trying to talk to me for weeks. He'd been trying to slide into my DMs and I just didn't respond because I just didn't. And he was talking about he gonna fix my car. And I'm like, let's see about that. You know, I think it's bluff. But, you know, you can Venmo me. I'll take it to the shop. I love your laugh. Oh my God, I need to update you on the situation. I was talking about like how you have to make moves in silence. Tell me why I was talking to somebody and I had shared to them all the details of what the situation is that I told you about currently. And they were telling me how they were like, you know, I was being all open and honest and sharing this. Okay, my car is fixed. It's just that there's always something new. There's something new. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, maybe I should have just given it away. Like, it's always something new now. It's just like, I didn't fix one part of it, and then I need to get new tires. So it's like two things. The tires thing, I'm pretty sure they were just fronting at the tire shop. It is annoying, but you know what? It's still better than the bus. It's still better than a creepy Uber drive. You feel me? Like, those are the worst. Feeling like my life is about to end because somebody just... I after this one guy took me to his house, I was like, I'm done with Uber. He was like, I forgot this, I forgot that. And I was thought like, no, take me to where I gotta go and then go back to your house. Like, what? I don't care if you don't have a license. You knew that and you still drove all the way over here. Anyway. Yeah, I was saying to like make moves in silence whenever you have people who are like, you feel like don't have your best interest, because the spiritual aspect is words are very powerful. So if you have someone, you're telling something very sensitive information about yourself and they're over here betting on negativity to happen to you. Like, let's say I get on the phone with someone and I'm like, hey, so I'm gonna buy this new car and it's you. I'm looking to buy new cars. We'll just say that. We'll use cars as an example. And they're like, oh yeah, you should get a car. I think it's good to like upgrade to a new car. Da, 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 da. You're getting paid more now. Yeah. And then you get off the phone with them and they go, yeah, lash primer. You got to use that one. I love lash primer. Anyway, so basically, you get off the phone with them and then they're like, I hope she gets her a bucket, or she's going to end up, or not even saying I hope, they might say she's going to end up getting a bucket because look, and it's going to like not work, because why are you getting used cars from the internet? Like, you don't even know. Like, that's probably what's going to happen. And like she could just go to the dealership. Why is she trying to get a used car? She's being cheap. Something like that energy of you telling them about this and them putting that, like, it conflicts. And that's why I'm saying sometimes, yeah, if you have a toxic community or you feel any type of weariness about telling someone something, that can be an indicator not to, because words are powerful and you don't want somebody who's manifesting something negatively for you to manifest against you. That's basically that. This is my favorite tip trick right here. I'm always scared to get this close to the camera, but it's fine. When can I call you? I want to have a conversation. I want to see you in real life, though. It says I have 2 people here. Who else is here? Oh my God. So that was basically the chat now. So you want me to log out of this and we can have a conversation? All right, I'm going to do that. All right, last part of the conversation is just this. I'm going to summarize. Take notes. Put in your notepad what you have to do for the day and write it all out. If it's a lot, break it up into chunks, meaning maybe one note you write like 10 things you have to get done for the day. Get rid of that note, or keep that note, but then like cut and paste that onto another note with only like 3 to 4 things that you have to do. And do something very easy. Maybe it's just print out my insurance for my car, my vehicle. Maybe you got no insurance like I did. Just put that on the list. Check it off. You're going to start seeing the accomplishments, and it's going to give you the more encouragement and confidence to take care of the rest of the tasks for the day. That was the main point. Point number 2. And then you'll go to sleep accomplished. Point number 2 is just only make moves in silence if you feel that you cannot trust your community. If you have people who are helpful, definitely vocalize what your desires and dreams are, because sometimes they will affirm that, or they'll even help you to get there. And sometimes be open to the fact that other people will volunteer to help themselves, which is to help you out, just because you're a community, and that's what community does for each other. And I think when you're reestablishing what community's purpose is supposed to be in your life, you have to be open. Just know that you're with if you know you're with some quality people, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's just something I've learned, and I'll go into that in detail later on at some point. And the third thing is you want to be careful who you share your dreams with, only because when you do move in silence, it does give you the benefit of whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're creating, whatever you're praying about. You're putting that energy in, you're creating that with only what you think and what the divine. So exactly, quality over quantity for sure. And then sometimes you be thinking you got quality, and you be having a small quantity, and that's still like a mess. So it's really about being intuitive with who you keep around you and just paying attention to what they say. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's basically it for the day. I'm gonna give you a call. Oh, girl. This is basically the final look. It's a very natural, like, Nicki Minaj with black hair type vibe. I'm gonna finish this later. But yeah, bye. Thank you for watching.